Spoiler warning. If you haven't watched the show that we are discussing today and want to avoid spoilers, stop right there. Go binge and come on back. If you have or don't mind spoilers, sit back with your favorite drink and enjoy. Hola!
Hi.
How are you?
Great, how are you?
I am well, thank you.
That's good.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Nothing. You?
Nothing.
Good.
Okay, hold on.
Let's call it a night.
Good night.
Oh my god. Anyways, welcome back. Last week, Squid Game.
Yeah.
It's still on fire right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like down to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people that I thought would have watched it haven't watched it.
Like who?
My sister.
I'm
kind of surprised.
I don't know.
She always watches the popular stuff, right?
That's true.
And so I'm kind of surprised, actually.
Too much gore?
Maybe. I gotta ask Keith if he watched it yet. Ooh,
That would be something that Keith would watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't do an article about it.
He's busy with a bunch of other stuff.
Hmm.
Because TIFF ended not too long ago, so he's doing a bunch of reviews and stuff. Those.
Right.
Yeah. We gotta go watch movies together again.
Enjoy.
I will.
I'll stay
I
at
didn't
home.
say you. I said me and Keith. The fuck is this shit? I just thought she was invited, apparently.
Wow. Keith would invite me.
Yeah. He would. That's the issue. Yeah, so it's pretty nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nuts. I was just watching earlier the clip of the cast on Jimmy Fallon.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of weird.
He's just a weird character, though.
But, like, extra weird. Like, too much of whatever he's taken, he took.
I wonder if it's just because, like, they're Korean and it's, like, a video conference and...
But I don't know. No, but, like... Sorry. No. Even, like, watching the other, like, talk show hosts with, like, BTS and stuff like that over video conference, it wasn't that fucking terrible. It was fucking freaky. Like he was, when someone that you don't like says a joke that's not funny, and you're just laughing at him, but not like laughing. You're just kind of like laughing to make him feel like shit. Like you're pretending to laugh, but you're purposely laughing. You're purposely laughing terribly.
Women know that all too well.
Right? Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Actually, no, really like that. It was really fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he understood what was going on. I think he was just reading his script and he was just going with it.
Most likely. But his, like, the videos that he does with BTS are the same thing.
It's really weird.
Especially, like, over video. It's, like, it's awkward.
It's really awkward.
But, like you have to... like, BTS has an image uphold, so they can only answer certain questions a certain way, too.
I'm not talking about the cast or whatever. I'm talking
I
about Jimmy
know,
Fallon
but
in
I'm just
general.
saying, like, he asks... Like, everyone always asks, like, questions like, are you dating? And then...
Always.
Like, why do you have to ask a question like that?
Always do. Like, freaking... when Super M debuted, Mark... Well, they were on Ellen. They debuted on Ellen, and Mark had to like tell him like, "Why are you so interested in our love lives? Like, can you stop?"
But he's from Toronto, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from Toronto.
So he should know.
Yeah, but he's like he still has the Korean culture. He's still part of SM Entertainment.
No, I know.
Still,
but I'm just saying, like he's from North America technically, so you'd think he'd kind of know, like, how they are.
To keep asking the question over and over again, like she asked it quite a few fucking times.
But she does that,
and it's annoying.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
Like, wasn't there something like, with the Kardashians, like, because the speculation when Kylie was pregnant the first time,
Okay.
and then Courtney went on TV and was like, "Oh, is your sister pregnant?" It's like, obviously they told you not to ask that, and like they're supposed to be friends, right? But she couldn't, like, and like she continues to ask. It's like, no,
Yeah, that's annoying. That's rude.
yeah,
But yeah, Jimmy Fallon was kind of weird. Like even when James Corbin does his stuff, he's not like, I don't like James Corbin, but like at least he's not like awkwardly, like really badly fake like this guy like Jimmy Fallon was.
yeah. That's
Like
funny.
no,
Just
no. Anyways,
so much fun.
so last week was about people dying.
Yeah.
Okay, and like in debt and trying to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Which was probably the stupidest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
After the first game, go home. What makes you think you're gonna survive the next game over all these other people?
Yeah, honestly.
Come on now.
Exactly.
Like the married couple too. It's like, why? Anyways, so that was last week.
Yeah.
Last week was pretty brutal. This week,
Less brutal,
not
but
as
still...
brutal, but this is a little bit more. So last week was Squid Game. Squid Game is more of a take on hierarchy of society's wealth system. Capitalism, and it's more of imagery that it used, right?
Yeah.
Today's show that we're gonna be doing is a reality. It's it's more real.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like so this week it's about military and deserters in the military.
Mm-hmm.
It's not using imagery to portray deserters. It's showing you like reality, right? And it did it quite good. Like from a non-military perspective,
Yeah.
it did a great job showing the military, the Korean military and whatnot.
Yeah.
So this week is called DP.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm reading here, Deserter Pursuit Team.
Deserter
That's what it is.
Pursuit.
Deserter Pursuit.
I got the first word right.
I figured it was that, but I'm trying to figure out what the P was for.
Police.
Oh,
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
I mean, there's military police, so deserter police would make sense, right?
Yeah.
Deserter Pursuit. That sounds cooler.
Mm-hmm.
To all you sick-minded people out there, no DP. We're not talking about double penetration. We're talking about deserter pursuit. Okay. Unlike some people, Jace.
Oh, like I didn't say anything.
Jace, when I was like, you guys should watch DP. He's like, oh, no,
and I have a sick mind. I didn't even think of that.
So, Deserter Pursuit, DP. It stars Jung Hae-In and Koo Gyo-Hwan.
I like him.
Okay.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's really good. And then their sergeant commanding officer, whatever, is Kim Sung-Kyun, who. So I'm not 100% familiar with Koo Gyo-Hwan.
Is he newer?
No, like he's been in things here, like he's been in movies.
Okay.
He's been in this show. He's gonna be in another show called Strange. Ooh, that sounds interesting. But he was in a few movies. Yeah, I guess like he'd be newer because he hasn't done much. That's probably why. He reminded me, like his character really reminded me of the Nam Joo-hyuk's friend and Kim Bok-joo. Just the way he spoke and the way he interacted with people, right? Really funny.
Very
really
goofy.
Good. Yeah. So Jung Hae,
was he gay or was he not? Not that it really matters.
yeah, that was weird because like he said some things that made him sound straight, but sometimes he said some things that made him sound gay.
Yeah, it was really weird.
So he could have been bi, but I mean, it was funny.
All the power to him.
Yeah. But like the show was not about his sexuality or actually Jung Hae-in's sexuality at all too. Actually, they did a lot of like, oh, this guy like leaves to be a DP officer.
Yeah.
just to go fucking party, right?
Yeah.
And girls, whatever. These guys, it
They
had nothing
actually-
to do with that. You know what I mean? Like, it had nothing to do.
Yeah, they actually like and they enjoy doing the job as much as like it kind of sucks.
Yeah. Or at first, until you really get into like the detail.
And especially like it's because what's his face is always in like love stories, right?
Well, that's
Okay.
exactly it. So like Jung Hae-In, I was gonna say, so Jung Hae-In is in. He made his.
No, like no complaints here. It's very good at
He
the
made-
romance.
He made his debut in a show called The Last Cinderella. No, that's not what it's called. It's the Bride of the Century. Wow, Bride of the Century.
Mm-hmm.
He played like a third secondary character, with like spiky white hair. It's really cool. I haven't watched the show yet though. I tried to start watching it. It's not. It's like, yeah. I'm gonna watch it. I want to watch it just cause. But he was in While You Were Sleeping,
Yeah.
right? Where he kind of blew up, and then came Something in the Rain, and then came first came. What the hell? Oh my God! One sec here.
Michael's lacking today.
I am lacking today. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Something in the Rain. Okay, so Something in the Rain, and then One Spring Night. Sorry.
I really like Something in the Rain.
Yeah, Something in the Rain, One Spring Night, and then A Piece of Your Mind, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that show. Actually, all three of these shows before. Actually, yeah. No, Something in the Rain we didn't do yet. Not that I remember.
Anyways.
So romantic, not rom-coms, but more of the romantic dramas.
He likes it's like other than what Something in the Rain where like the girl kind of has like visions, right? Is that Something in the Rain?
Something in
No.
the Rain? No, that's While You Were Sleeping.
While You Were Sleeping where the girl kind of has like visions or whatever. He likes to, or it seems to me he likes to act in like more realistic
Yeah.
storylines.
Yeah, more grounded stuff. That's like those three shows are really like so well done. And he always like I feel bad because like he was kind of typecasted after While You Were Sleeping.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
He did so well in this.
yeah, so this
Very
is
good like stoic face.
yeah, he did a really 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 fucking good job with this one. So he plays An Jun-Ho, who's a private in the military, who starts his 2-year draft service, and he's smart. Like he memorizes things pretty quickly, and he kind of
Observant.
he's very observant. He's like, because of his past with he doesn't really care for doesn't care for others, but he's just like there's no emotion to him, right? His abusive father took that away from him, and then you meet his partner, his senior in the military, who is played by Koo Gyo-Hwan, who is a character Ho-Yeol. So they are commanded by Kim Sung-Kyun's character Park Beom-Gu. Park Beom-Gu.
Yeah.
He was in. So that guy was on. You haven't watched it, but I'm pretty sure you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. It was The Fiery Priest. He plays a really goofy, kind of annoying character in that one, and it's a contrast to this one where he's very like commanding and like trying to do what's right, whereas in The Fiery Priest everybody's corrupted and he's just kind of like
Going with the flow.
yeah, exactly. He's like
Never
yeah,
seen the
literally
show.
that's exactly it. Like he's going with the flow. He doesn't want anybody to like he doesn't want this priest to fuck shit up because everything's going well. So it's cool to see him in this one where he's like not a dog to everybody else.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, I haven't seen Fire Priest. I didn't like it. Well, I don't know if I don't like it, but it's just like
I had to stop watching it. Like I got to like I think episode 16 there. I think there's 20 episodes. I was almost done.
You should really push through.
But my anxiety
Your anxiety went up.
was like throughout the show was so high that I start like by the end of an episode I'm just like my hands are like clenched like this and I'm shaking. I'm like I just want to because everybody's corrupt.
Yeah.
And all they try and do is keep their corruption going because all they want is more money in their pockets. And the priest is trying to
real life.
Well, the priest is trying to stop that. Like he's an ex military, like special forces, and some shit fucked up, and they pretty much made him kill children because they're like, "Yo, throw a grenade in there, And he's like, "No." But he's like, I'm your commanding officer, brah, 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 brah. So he tossed a grenade, and then kids popped out from, like, hidden behind, and then they all blew up and died. So he, like, left, pretty much deserted.
Yeah.
Right? It's a good segue. Deserted, and then he became a priest.
Damn.
Yeah. So he goes and kicks people's asses. Like, he literally beats the shit out of people. Like, all these, like, all the thugs that work for the politicians and the corrupt fucking officials. Yeah, it's one day.
You're funny. Anyways.
So back to the show.
Yeah.
So this show is the two characters, they go out, so they get to leave the military base and go out to society in civilian clothes and find the deserters, right? Deserters will desert for various reasons.
Yeah.
Like, and they really touched on, with the show, they really touched on why these people desert and why they some people make it through the 2 years and some people just kind of don't, right?
It shows you like a different aspect, like why, like it's not always because they can't handle it, but like...
And that's, yeah, exactly. It's not because they can't handle the training or the army itself. Yeah. It's the people that are in there that causes the most issues. And that's really like the shit that happens in there is what shit happens in real life. Yeah. Like outside real life and outside of the military, it's the same shit. There's still bullying going on. The only difference is that in the military, you're trained to listen to your commanding officer, like your superiors.
Don't they also call it hazing?
There's hazing. Which it happens only like the first week or so of your. It's like your initiation into whatever. But when it's through your whole first year, that's not hazing. You're only there for 2 years technically. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you see like how fucked up this shit can be.
It's kind of sad though, because like I know that the military is very strict, but you'd think they'd have some type of rules against that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm sure they do, but the problem is
no one reports it.
No one can report it. Reason being because the superiors always cover their asses. So it's like, oh, that's one of my people. No, he doesn't do that. No, you're lying. If you're gonna keep this up, you're gonna go into fucking. You're gonna get punished for this shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's always somebody covering somebody else's ass, and you know what I mean. It's like a hierarchy. That's the issue. There's a hierarchy. Yeah. And whenever there's a hierarchy, there's always fucking corruption, right? And like it sucks because you see why the amount of harassment that in like especially like in the show that the deserters had to go through to the point where one guy literally deserted just to go and try and fucking kill the other guy who was discharged. Yeah. Like, that's pretty fucked up.
It's nuts.
That's like he caused you so much mental fucking anguish, and like he literally, this guy broke him down to the point where when he left, he was still so fucking like.
Well, because other people are doing other stuff to him. Like, look at the friggin', look at the other, like, the shorter guy. I don't know what his name was. Who made him, like, drop his pants in front of him and, like, go at it. It's like, no.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's like, what's wrong with you?
Like, first of all, are you, like...
Do you swing?
Like, are you interested in men? If you are, that's fine. But, like, what... Why are you interested in that? Why are you, like, I don't...
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. And you see that a lot in like shows and movies, and it makes you think. It's like, isn't it? You're making it. You're doing something to the, like, a bunch of guys are doing something to one guy, and, like, calling him gay and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're the one doing it to him.
Or forcing him to do it.
So.
Yeah.
So. Doesn't that mean you're gay? Like, you like men and penis because you're the one doing it to him. He doesn't want you. He doesn't want you to do it.
Yeah.
But you're the one that's, like, doing it to him, and you got a bunch of guys doing it to him. Like, isn't that kind of... I don't understand that. Like, isn't that, like... Are you lying to yourself? Is that the issue? And you're just taking out your aggression and trying to pretend that, like, you're not gay and take it out on others? You're just proving that you are.
Well, what, in North America it's like don't ask, don't tell, right? I'm assuming Korea it's the same thing.
Oh, 100%.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I never, like, I get that there's people that do that, and I'm just like,
yeah.
No.
It doesn't make sense. That reminds me, like that scene. Actually, fuck that scene where his superior is, like, barely a rank above him.
Yeah.
Tell him to drop his pants and jerk it.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that scene. You ever watch Boogie Nights with Mark Wahlberg?
A long time ago.
Okay, remember the scene where he was like, it was like his downfall. So he was like, he picked up a guy because he was so desperate for money. Remember, he picked him up in his truck, and he wanted to pay him just to watch him jerk it. But so he picks up this guy, right? And wants him to, like, touch himself, and he wants to watch. And then he turns around and starts beating the shit out of him. You know what I mean? Telling him, and, like, saying something really, like, that's the type of shit I won't say on air, but, like, beating the shit out of him, like, gay slurs to him and shit, and it's like, you're the one that's paying to watch him do this.
That's what is it? What do they call it? There's a word for it.
It's like denial of some sort, right?
Yeah, but, like, it's really sad,
like,
in my opinion.
What's wrong with you?
Honestly.
If you want to, like, don't hurt others for that shit.
I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, so if anyone's listening, correct me. I think in, like, the 1950s, 60s, when it was technically, like, illegal to be gay, they used to have not articles, but, like, in the want ads, it'd be, like, secret coded messages.
Yeah, that's where swag came from.
And what?
That's where, like, swag and stuff like that, those terms came from.
Cool.
Yeah.
So when a straight gang of guys would crack the code, they'd put an ad in the thing or answer an ad, get them to come, and then beat the shit out of the person or kill them.
Gay bashing,
yeah. So it's like, it's the same concept.
That's true.
Anyways, it's sad.
It is. It's fucked up. So there's, like, this. So, and, like, you would think in the military, like you said, there's rules. Like, this is, like, strict. Like, you're learning to be disciplined and shit. Why is this shit happening? And why aren't you like, paying more attention to, you know what I mean? Like, I know you don't give a fuck. I know they don't give a shit. But, like, in the military, the amount of mental stress that all these soldiers go through, all these people go through. You're telling me you're not gonna pay attention to them? Like, have like psychologists, psychiatrists on hand at all times, like trying to make sure that all these soldiers have their head on straight? Like,
no.
And that's like, thanks.
No.
Thanks for
Sorry.
answering. I think we all knew the answer to that. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's what pisses me off. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you have your big like the fucking the American military spends trillions of dollars. I wouldn't be surprised if the fucking Korean military spends millions and billions of dollars, right? I wouldn't doubt it, because they're so.
But they're not as
No, because they don't go outside their country. Right?
yeah, like only
They
if they're
don't-
like really needed, right?
Yeah. It's not like the States, where the States have
They force their way everywhere.
what?
They force their way.
It's not pretty much, but like they have a military base in every one of their fucking allies' country,
Which just makes sense,
right?
but anyways.
So you would think you want good soldiers, you make sure that they're still fucking sane.
You'd hope. So I think hazing and like light bullying is okay, is looked like okay, because you're kind of toughening the people up. Like light bullying to like not to the extent that they were doing in this show, but I think it's also that people, again,
So
when they tell, their ranks aren't like, they don't say anything, right?
Well, so they go with the, oh, he's just disciplining his juniors. He's just discipline. He's trying to keep his juniors in line. That's
But
what
there
they
should be
think.
a line where you're not
There's-
supposed to cross.
There's no line. There should be no hazing. There should be no harassment like that.
Well,
in
hazing
general.
to a point, like you can just be like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna push you a tiny bit, and then like you have to, like, I don't know.
No,
like-
no.
don't
I'm
know.
sorry. I'm gonna cut you off there. No,
You know,
there
okay,
should not
hold
be
on,
like
hold
that.
on, okay, hold on.
When
hold
you're
on,
screwing
hold on.
around with your friends, that's fine. But when your superior is kicking you in the fucking
Okay,
back
that
all the
yes.
time, that doesn't make any sense.
You know what kind of hazing I like? The ones where it's like mind hazing, not mind fucking, but like mind hazing, where it's like you have to complete this task in 10 minutes, like
not-
Squid Games, but like
That's not hazing. That's
yeah, it is
training.
in sororities and shit.
No, because they do some fucked up shit there too.
I know they're not allowed actually anywhere. They're not supposed to. But anyways, I think those things are fine.
That's where I have to disagree with you. I don't like that.
Oh,
It shouldn't be that I am going to play this game and end up like my body is gonna be trashed by the end of it because I'm letting you guys beat the shit out of me because it's a
okay.
game.
I don't agree with them beating the shit
No,
out
but
of.
like these games that these like light hazings, there's obviously gonna be some physical shit.
Yeah,
right?
I know. But
I'm already gonna do if like especially in the army, I'm gonna be doing physical stuff every single day. Why do I have to take this abuse?
oh, yeah.
Right, and that's where so in Korea there's a bit like part of the culture is the hierarchy of the life of people. So
Like seniority.
seniority.
Yeah.
So if you're older than me,
Yeah.
okay, if you're older than me, that means you know better than I do because you're older than me, regardless. Okay.
But they also.
And then they also have in work,
Mm-hmm.
if you've been in this company longer than I have,
Mm-hmm.
you know more than I do. You're a better worker than I am. That's it. So I have to, no matter what, because you've been here longer,
Mm-hmm.
I have to look up to you as a senior, regardless of how
true, though.
regardless of how good you do your job.
Yeah.
Right? We're technically on the same level because we're still the same position. The only thing is that you've been here longer than I have.
But like
Right.
seniority, like my version of that is like, okay, we get time off. Okay, I get first selection because
Okay,
I've been here.
That's work. That's
I know, but
normal.
I know,
I'm
but
talking
that's
about society in
I understand.
Korea.
But like, I know, but I'm just giving an example. Anyways, but what I also I don't know if this is true, but like, there's a bunch of Korean people on like TikTok that are like, if you go out to dinner, it's usually the oldest
That
and
has to
most
pay.
senior,
Yeah.
Because
They make more money.
but it's not even just that. It's a sign of respect to the youth.
Yeah.
And the youth is supposed to look up to them. So it's like a sign of respect both ways kind of thing. So if they were to put that everywhere, like use that kind of thing, like you give, we take, and then we respect you kind of thing. Because it's like you have to give respect to get respect, right?
Yeah, but that's not how that works.
Well,
because
in a perfect world,
because they're more senior, you're supposed to respect them, regardless if they're an asshole or not. If they give you respect or not, you're supposed to show them respect because they're more senior. And they can, like, the more senior can be like, okay, I'll let you pay.
That's
and then you're fucked because you can't say no. If your senior says take the shot, that's why like in these shows they show like it's always the women, obviously, and that's why women always drink.
Yeah,
because they cannot say no.
well, that's why they have
Right.
what do they call them in the shows? Like not a safety, but a savior or something.
They're Black Knight.
Yeah, they're Black Knights.
Yeah.
But then they're like indebted to their Black Knights. So it's like,
Yeah.
do I drink and just not be in debt, or do I?
You're better off with the Black Knight than the CEO of the company trying to fucking get in your pants and then you lose your job.
Oh my god. Horrible.
But that's the thing. So that's their thing. So even if you're younger than me, but you're in a position higher than me, you're my senior, okay, as like the younger one. But as soon as we walk out of work, I'm the senior, so you have to respect me.
What if it's like a
Get
work
it?
meeting?
That's still work.
But like, what if you guys go out to dinner?
As a work function?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
work. It's an extension of
confirming.
work.
Just confirming.
Work is work,
I don't know.
right? So, yeah, so that's how that's how it works there. Here, here not so much. Here's different. Granted, like when you're more senior here, there's certain perks to it, but work-wise, not in the way like just because you've been here longer, you've been in the position longer than I have, doesn't mean I have to. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the promotion first, or doesn't mean like you're gonna be like, okay, so.
I think we still have that here. Like, there's more and more stories coming out saying that
Yeah. Like higher up.
stuff is buried, and you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a lot of like especially if the person is in a position of power, there's a lot of that shit.
But it's not even just that. I'm not gonna get into it because like it's a whole other thing. But like, there's women who've come out and been like, I've reported shit, and nothing gets done.
Yeah.
It like I fill out paperwork, like I've been told, and everything gets buried.
I'm not trying to be a bitch.
Yeah.
But if it's men running the show,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. Like that's literally all the stories you hear of like women coming forward and nothing's happening from what they say. It's because
Yeah.
it's the man.
Yeah.
Right. And like who are they reporting to?
The
Most
men.
likely men.
Which is honestly pathetic. It's like,
Yeah. It's fucking stupid.
anyways, it's okay. It's a whole nother subject.
Equality. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit to these people.
I don't know if women running the world would be better,
I'm not.
but
like,
I think it should be like 50-50.
Yeah.
I think like in the higher position, there should be like 50-50 CEOs, 50-50 politicians, and I think you'd see a lot more change and a lot more things happen. But, you know,
Definitely. It'd be such a different fucking world we live in too, right?
feminine hygiene products would be free.
which would make sense.
Even though it's like $1 billion industry, makes absolutely no sense.
That's
Everything.
why.
Okay. Anyways,
So we're talking about the military.
I know, but yeah, I feel so. Okay, like, you know how the kid runs away and like goes to try and kill him,
Mm-hmm.
and it's honestly sad, because like that's like makes me sad because there's nowhere to turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you tell him,
Nothing's gonna happen.
You'd be labeled to snitch.
Yeah.
And like you'd probably just get beat by your seniors again.
Yeah.
And not even moved.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It makes like the kid
It breaks my heart, man.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucked when you see what's happened, like especially, so the sergeants, their sergeant, their commander,
Mm-hmm.
the sergeant's commander,
Mm-hmm.
what is he actually? Do they say here?
Like the other guy, the
I can't remember his rank.
the general or the other
general. So
General's fucking
remember,
idiot.
he's like, he dispatches like the special forces.
Yeah.
It's like, the sergeant's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
The fact that he decided to dispatch the special forces, newly trained,
Yeah. Never shot at anything before.
to like stop one of your own,
Mm-hmm.
just because you don't want the press to find out.
I wonder if they do that in real life.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They'll cover up. Everything's cover up.
But you know what's
Everything's
sad
covered
though? What's sad is that like a lot of the storylines that like the kids, the people that they were going after, wanted to die.
Yeah.
Like
That's
the first kid.
That's how bad. Well, he ended up killing himself.
Yeah, like
right?
he killed himself, but like, doesn't that like you as a senior officer or a general getting these things, doesn't it be like, why? Why not though?
Because they're too like.
Because this isn't like, am I going to save one person over a million, or am I going to save this one person, or like, am I going to save the million over the one person? That's not this type of situation.
No, because so this situation was, they never asked the question why he deserted.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, he deserted? Okay, go find him. Go bring him back. You have to drag him back. He's going to go into military prison.
I don't even think do they go to military prison there?
S-
I wonder how long it's for.
I don't know. You saw what's his face? Jung Hae-In's character was in the fucking.
But they don't stay for like he
didn't
stay
stay there long because he just beat the shit
Yeah.
out of one guy. But like, you deserted. That's almost treason.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't ask the question why
He
he
didn't
deserted.
desert. He beat up the person.
That's what I just said.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what I heard then.
So they never asked the question why.
Shouldn't you do like a psychological exam at that point then?
But they don't. That's the thing. They never ask why. They don't. They never concern themselves with why he's deserting. Their only concern is, oh, he deserted.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he's a traitor.
Mm-hmm.
Go get him. Bring him back. He's going to prison. They never ask the question why he deserted.
Yeah.
In the whole show too. They show it too.
Yeah.
Like, they never ask the question. Well, why would he leave? What? The only time they asked the question was the kid that left because he needed to make money for his grandmother.
Yeah.
That the only time they asked that question was why. Was because they interviewed all his like colleagues and they're like, yeah, he's smart, he's good, like he's the most punctual, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so then at that point they're like, well, why did he leave? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, there was no one was bullying him, no one doing nothing,
Yeah.
and he just kind of left.
You'd think though that the army would have like some type of resource to help him out with his whole situation.
You would think I guess they don't pay them as much as they do in the States.
But not even just that. Like,
I'm just saying, like, in general, like, yeah, no, I'm not surprised, to be honest. At all surprised.
Do they not, like, because obviously in the shows and movies that you watch of them in the army, they don't show it, but do they not do like psychological exams on these people?
They do. Eventually. I don't know how they do it in Korea. I know
they don't do it like at the start, because like
No.
honestly I would like, you would do one before they come in to make sure they're like right in the head and they're not like murderers or serial killers, and then you would do one like if they have to get deployed, you do one before they get deployed and when they come back, and like
I know they do it. I don't know how often they do it.
Maybe
I know
that's
when
in a
they come
girl's
back
world.
from tours, they get debriefed.
but debriefing isn't a psychological
Exactly.
exam though.
Exactly. So they might have things for them, but I don't know. Because, like, there's so many... there's so many different shows and documentaries that I've seen, and they've never really... They've touched on it a bit, but these people, these soldiers and ex-soldiers still go through PTSD and all that stuff, and they just kind of... There's no help for them after.
Which is kind of pathetic.
Well, yeah.
Like, you can see what PTSD blah, 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 blah. PTSD does not only to the person but to their family, right? Like,
a lot of people. I don't think. So in Korea, it's like the Arabs, like in like our back home, where you kind of have to suppress everything. Right? You suppress your emotions. Men shouldn't cry. Men this, women this, blah, 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 all that bullshit, right? PTSD is the same way. So it's like, they don't, like, our parents' generation from back home don't believe in, like, depression and anxiety and shit like that. They don't understand what PTSD is.
yeah, my mom only recently was like, oh.
And my dad, too. My dad only recently discovered that, what anxiety is.
Yeah.
He always like thought I was like a hothead, but he didn't understand that my anxiety was always through the roof. That's how I reacted.
Especially around him.
So, it's the same thing in Korea. They suppress everything. Depression. No, you're not depressed. No, you don't have anxiety. You're just an idiot. You're stupid. All that shit, right?
It's sad.
That's the same thing with PTSD. Right? Because I'm 100% sure that my dad has, like, some major fucking PTSD.
Well, yeah, from the
Like,
stories that he says.
The fucking shit that he went through and things that he's seen, like, if you don't have PTSD, then you're, like, not human. Actually, that
You're
makes sense now.
sociopath, no?
That makes sense now.
You're such a...
No, sociopath is different. Not human.
well, he is as old as Jesus, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's fucked. I don't even, man, it's hard to, like, cause, like, I don't like, I was in cadets for a short while, and I was just like, this person's yelling at tell me what to do. Fuck that shit. I can't.
And it's not even that you're like
can't.
anti
No, not at all.
whatever.
Like, but it was like, I got yelled at because my eyes went from looking at the commanding officer to going like this and then back.
I would've
Literally, Nadia, literally standing like this. And he's like, and he just gave me shit. And then Sumo was there too. He was in like a
horrible thing to put him in.
Oh man, Sumo was chewing gum. Holy fuck, he almost died. This fucking like commanding officer, she came up to him and she's like, "Are you chewing gum?" And he's like, "No." She's like, "Open your mouth." And he's just like, I don't know when he swallowed the gum, but he swallowed it so fast. Oh my god.
I would have been like the first person to ever be beaten cadets if I ever freaking joined that thing.
Oh man, I think you would just be kicked out. I think they'd just put you in jail. I think they'd just be like, nope.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Can't
And
do
it's
it.
supposed to like help discipline, right?
But why
Like
do
as
I need that
cadets?
type of discipline?
Because some kids need their ass fucking kicked because they're little shits that don't listen to their parents. Okay?
Are you saying me?
I'm saying in general. You're asking why. I'm telling you why.
Send
Because
them to
there are
boot
some
camp.
kids growing up.
Uh-huh.
I've met some kids who
Yeah.
needed an ass kicking.
Yeah.
So where do their parents put them? The cadets. Why? Because the kids won't listen to them. So they're gonna put them with someone who's gonna beat the shit out of them, without actually beating the shit out of them.
Okay.
Yeah. By all means, put
Sure.
your kids in cadets.
I don't know.
Maybe it'll like I honestly if I would rather a kid start in cadets and work his way up to going to the army rather than someone just going straight to the army.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being is because as a kid you train a kid and you kind of not train is just his
You
body but his
groom them?
mind. Not grooming. No, not grooming. No, fuck off right now, okay? That's not this shit. Not this type of shit. More like educating. Okay, educating properly on like discipline and how to conduct yourself on like the battlefield and all that shit. Whereas if you're like an 18-year-old getting drafted into the army and then you go straight over down to fucking Afghanistan, well, we pulled out the states pulled out of Afghanistan, but like you go overseas and you're in the middle of a fucking war.
Yeah.
This kid either is shitting his pants and he's gonna die, or he's fucking going on a murderous rampage because he's like, yeah, I can kill whoever I want now. A good a show that was really good that really showed that was Generation Kill, and it showed that very well, where it showed like this kid, like you have different types of people in this group, and you have like the typical guy who's like, yeah, I'm gonna go over and fucking just kill some of these Arabs and shit, right? Because they're like, oh, I kill people overseas, I don't get nothing happens to me, right? Yeah. And you have other people who are actually going there because they believe that they're fighting to protect their country. And then you have other people who are there that are there just because they're doing their job.
Yeah.
Right? So I think like educating the kids from a younger age not to be going on a murderous rampage once you go over into war. Right?
I think they have some type of guidelines, don't they, when they go over first?
Well, yeah, but
Like
still,
you're not just go out and
not
shoot and kill.
No, not at all. But like the shit that the Americans do, and like American soldiers, not the American people, the American soldiers.
We technically
are told
don't know what
to do.
Canadian soldiers do.
They're probably just as bad.
Honestly.
They're probably just as bad. They follow orders from the Americans anyways. So it's like,
Anyways, back to the show.
technically it's still part of the show.
I know.
Yeah, it's fucked. So the show really showed a really shitty side of the military, and
the hierarchy.
and the
Or
hierarchy
seniority or whatever.
and it showed you like why. It showed you a really fucked up reason why they desert. Why even if you look at this in like outside of the military perspective, like if you were like if this was happening in like high school, because that's pretty much what the fuck was happening. It was like the fucking 12th graders are picking on the 9th graders, and then the grade 9 kid is like bullied to the point where he fucking either shoots up the school, like, or like every other fucking kid in the States, or ends up fucking killing himself. You know what I mean? So it's like it's really fucked up, and no one like, and like the ending made sense because of like the shit that he sees. Well, like before that ending,
Yeah.
the ending where Jung Hae-In's character was kind of just like, he had just about face and then just fucking started running the other way. 100% made sense because all the shit he saw, he's like, yeah, okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with this shit.
Yeah.
Right? And then at the end, again, completely like, I don't want to say I understand. Emotionally, I get what happened.
Yeah.
And I understand why he did that.
Yeah.
It's the most fucked up thing. But
I think
what
that
did you fucking expect? I'm sorry, but what the fuck did his fucking commanding officers and all the other fucking older guys expect was gonna happen?
I think if it was just the two guys and their commanding officer, I think they might have been able to like calm the situation. But I think because the whole SWAT team thing came in, he was just like, it's done. Like I'm gonna get shot anyways.
I don't think so. I think that was gonna be the outcome either way, in my opinion. Because
man.
even if they wouldn't have shot, if he put his gun down, they would have taken him in, and it still wouldn't have been good for him. So I think he would have. I think either he was gonna shoot himself there, or he was gonna hang himself later.
Then you should have an open door policy where someone can come and talk to. Let me finish my fucking thought. Like, or someone can come in and talk to a psychologist or a counselor. You don't have to like tattle on them. Just be like, this is what I'm going through, and like they can help you work through it. Maybe. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
There should be steps before.
I understand.
There should be steps.
I agree. I'm not saying no. I 100% agree. I'm not. But they don't give two shits, first off. And second of all, like, you want us, like. I don't even know what to tell you, man. Just they don't give two shits. They don't give a fuck, and that's the fucking biggest issue, is that they don't care about that. As long as they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, they don't give a shit. Oh, they lost a soldier to suicide. Whatever. Okay, next we're gonna draft another fucking kid. Like,
but
they
like
don't
I understand
care.
they don't care, but like they should.
I know
Like,
they should.
if like obviously in all armies this probably happens, but like if you aren't taking care of your soldiers, it's like in a job. If you're not taking care of your fucking workers, they don't want to be loyal. Look at how many people fucking desert you, and there's more. Like this is just from one little group that is probably like 100 people or something.
Yeah. Also in the States, you sign a contract. When you go on tour, you sign a contract for how many tours they make you go on.
Yeah.
And if you went through, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, people, if you go through military university, the military puts you through university.
Yeah. They own your life.
You have to do double the amount of time. So if you do 4 years university, you do 8 years of service, if I remember correctly. Yeah. But
8 years of service or 8 tours or something.
I think 8 years of service. But so this is the tricky part. Your tour. So if you sign a contract, and you're only supposed to be doing 2 tours. Okay. In the contract fine print, it states something along the lines of they can add more tours whenever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's like if they seen that there's a threat or something. I think they can just add it.
There's a word for it, and there was a movie about it, and it's why a lot of American soldiers, when they finish their tours, they try and come to Canada. Yeah. There's
a show that was on Lifetime, I think, called Army Wives. I think it's Lifetime or one of those, like W whatever. It was a while back. And they showed that. They showed it. So, like, this guy, he was a sergeant or some high-ranking officer. The war in Afghanistan broke out. And he's like, he didn't technically have to go. Or no, he was done his service, but then they were like, he was like, he could stay on homeland. But apparently they, like, took him. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can tell you all the fucking bullshit you want to hear. It doesn't matter because they can do whatever they want. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
I don't know if I could ever do it. No, I couldn't do it.
Nope.
I don't have the discipline for that type of shit. Nor do I have the running capacity.
Yeah.
I run down the hall and I'm out of breath.
They'll make you run more, don't worry.
I know.
Yeah, so that's fucked. So fucked.
I think the biggest thing is that like mental health is ignored. Like a lot of the times in the military, it's unfortunate. And if they wanted people to be like, they could honestly probably have so many more loyal people in the military if they just added mental health.
Yeah, I think so. That's a big issue, right? And also like, I don't know how the Korean veterans are treated, but here and in the States they're treated like shit.
They're supposed to be treated well.
Yeah,
let's point that out.
The government doesn't do anything for their vets.
They're supposed to be treated well, but then a lot of these people come home if they're sent across, like if they're sent overseas, whatever,
on tour.
They come back with PTSD, and then these friggin' people can't get a job or can't function because the army that they dedicated their fucking lives to doesn't give two shits about them. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go fucking fight for my country. 10 years later, I've seen so much shit and I'm so fucked up in that. Have you ever seen the pictures of there's a photographer that took pictures of people entering the army in the middle of the army and when they leave, or like after they've been to war? It's insane. Like the amount of just like their face changes, like they look so fresh and young at the start, and by the end of it they just like hollow. But like
there was when I worked at the hotel, we had a guest, and he was a military, like he was young, but he was discharged from the military, so he was a veteran. He was around our age, no, a little around our age, and he was staying at our hotel because there was an organization that helps veterans find jobs after the army. Okay. But he had some severe PTSD, and to the point where I had to make sure that, well, we had to make sure at the front desk not to have anybody in the rooms next to him.
Oh wow.
Because he would go on rampages inside the rooms. Not like he wouldn't break it, like he didn't really break it, like he tossed around like a chair.
Just like fight with himself kind of thing?
He would have like reoccurring scenarios of things that happened, because I think I'm pretty sure he was in Afghanistan.
That's honestly so sad.
Or Libya. No, Afghanistan at one point.
Both are horrible.
I don't know, I'm just trying to think of where. I think it was Afghanistan.
Yeah.
So his PTSD was so bad, like, but the nicest guy.
They usually are.
Super nice, super polite. Like whenever he would come out, like he wouldn't come out when he had his fits. He literally would lock himself into his room, and he wouldn't come out. And then whenever he was like fine, he would go outside for a cigarette. And super nice guy. And the reason why he was staying there is because he was going to he got a job at the grocery store nearby.
Excuse you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Excuse me.
That's honestly so sad though. Like it just bugs me. It's like you did like great that you're going into the army, like, and they have great educational things, and like if you can go into like engineering or aircraft, whatever, or like all the scholastic parts of it, if you're lucky enough to get into that kind of stuff and go to university or college through it, that's great, because you get to take something with you. And hopefully, like, I don't know, it just makes me so mad. It's like it it's so upsetting. Like, again, dedicate all your life to this, and then you come out and there's no support. Like, I know there's a lot of not for profit organizations.
Yeah.
But shouldn't your country be doing something? Shouldn't your country be funding something like rehabilitation? Like, okay, you're back, you're discharged. Okay, here, you're a single person. Have a house, have an apartment that's paid for the first year, or that you are subsidized paying.
Yeah.
Find a job, go to therapy, get yourself back on your feet, and then go out into the world.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm shaking. It makes me so mad.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that they should be doing, and some people are doing stuff. Like, where was it? What state? What city was doing it? They built a veterans little village for veterans.
Oh, cool.
The homeless veterans. Pretty much at like small mobile homes.
Oh, cool.
But like brand new.
See?
And
that's cool.
Like where is it? I want to give them credit. I don't remember.
But
that's what?
Always take it later.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Or like,
but that's like
put a bubble.
And that's the type of shit that needs to be done, because
But that makes sense.
a lot of the veterans, because here in Canada we have a better welfare system.
Okay,
a better monetary system for those in need, whereas in the States, I'm sorry,
do they have welfare in the States?
Yeah, it's absolute shit. Food stamps, is it not?
That's it?
Isn't that part of welfare there?
Yeah, but like, do they have like a welfare system? Like, we have ODSP.
Yeah.
And like welfare.
Yeah, they have a welfare system,
okay.
but I'm just like, it's not great, and like they don't have anything for veterans or seniors. Here we have seniors, regardless if you worked or not. Once you're a senior, you can get a pension.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you have to be here for a certain amount of years, though.
Yeah, as long as you're like Canadian, as long as you're permanent residents or Canadian citizen. I don't know if they have any of that in the States, and if anybody knows, please let me know.
I know they have the 401k that they make a big deal of, and like they have to pay.
The 401k is...
It's their pension, isn't it?
It's a pension that you get through work. It's a government pension.
Is it? I thought it was just something that they pay into.
It's like equivalent to, like, you know how
okay.
they have like, oh my god, I got a 401k. It's the same thing. Like, everybody's like, oh, you work for the government? Oh, you got a government pension. Nice. You're paying into it. What do you mean nice? I hope I get this money back.
Yeah. No.
Like, a chunk of my paycheck is going into it. I better fucking get it back when I retire. But yeah, it's similar to that. I learned that actually recently. I always wondered what a 401k was, and I had to look into it.
On TikTok, there's people that like talk about like IRS or IRAs or something, like some American shit. I'm just like,
LRAs? No.
I don't know. Anyway, who cares? We're not American. And they're just like, because it's Canadians making fun of America, and they're just like, why do I have to get a 401k? Why do I have to get this? Why do I have to get that? I'm in Canada. And then they're just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at explaining things.
Start from the beginning. And then explain it.
It's just funny because it's like, because you have two different systems, right?
Yeah.
And like, so people will come in and give advice from America telling Canadians to do this. But it's like, do you guys not realize that I'm in Canada?
No.
Like, but like
unless
these people,
she says I'm from Canada.
But a lot of these people like hashtag Canada or and like they hold on, and they say in their videos, in Canada we have this, and then people will comment like, well, you should be doing this. It's like, well, no, because we don't have the same systems. Anyways, sorry.
Even if you hashtag Canada, I can hashtag any freaking country I want, as long as I get the views,
you're
right?
technically supposed to like. Anyways, yeah.
People hashtag just to get views, right? Just to get the right hashtags to get the amount of views that they want.
Yeah.
So you can hashtag whatever you want on there. So unless they're saying like you said at the beginning, in Canada, but like half of these people don't say shit.
Yeah.
They
Anyways,
they just do videos like this. And you're like, why don't you just... Anyways, yeah.
show's really good. It's the end, like the ending before the ending.
The ending before the ending. So
Whatever happens to the kid that like tries to kill the other kid,
tries
he didn't kill him.
at the end.
Like the guy that was trying to kill him, he didn't die. The bully, he didn't die.
Oh, okay. Oh, right before the end. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know he didn't die, but he's
like
scarred
the kid,
for life now.
and he like, we were watching the show, and like this whole scene at the end where the show, like the showdown, whatever thing, the SWAT team and the kid.
Standoff?
Well, yeah, stand up. And I'm like, I like screamed. I'm like, what the fuck? Like Jung Hae-In, just like he's screaming.
Yeah.
That is honestly like when a man screams like that, it is the most heart-wrenching scream in the world.
Yeah.
Like, you know something fucked up just happened.
Yeah.
And that just like broke my heart.
Yeah. And he tried so hard.
Yeah. He's like, no, I can do this. I can do this.
Yeah.
Nope, apparently you can't.
He wanted so bad to help the kid.
I was like you said that he was like emotionless and stuff, but it's like he wasn't. He cared.
I'm not saying he didn't care. I'm
No,
saying
I
like
know.
he's stoic, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't show the emotions, right?
Yeah.
So he just he can just get away with it without showing his emotions
Like,
until he broke.
Yeah, they broke him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens.
Yeah. And then at the end,
He ran away.
after the credits, after he ran away, where the kid was on the heavier side, was bullied,
Yeah.
sees his friend, sees the news that his friend died,
And he's just like,
and he's like, fuck everybody here.
yeah.
And right before then, they're like, let him put the rifle away before we start making fun of him. Ha 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 ha.
The fact
Those
that
are
it was
fucking
even
morons.
loaded, like, why was it loaded? Don't they train with unloaded weapons?
No, they train with loaded weapons.
Oh my God.
They have to learn how to shoot.
No.
You're in the army. You gotta learn how to
No.
shoot. You're not gonna shoot anybody, but you gotta learn how to
hurts.
shoot. That's why he made the comment like,
I know.
he was like, have they ever shot a person? Like, have they
Yeah.
ever shot anybody?
I feel like what is he, like a commander, sergeant, whatever?
He's a sergeant.
He, as much as like he was a hard ass, he had the right idea. Like, he wanted to help people because like he gave them a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Like, it seemed like, and like he wanted to help these kids because he knows, right?
Yeah. And he really tried to help them.
Yeah.
And even his new boss,
Yeah.
at first was like, oh, this guy's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
And then like after he fucking like yelled at him,
Yeah.
he was like, oh, okay, sorry.
But it's like just the sergeant to his command, like just the commander, not the general. Like, the moment he yelled at him and was like fuck off, the guy realized like there's something wrong here, right? And he tried to help
Yeah, because then after that, they went into the meeting with the
the general.
general,
Fucking asshole.
and the general was such a fucking hypocrite,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
And
'cause
he
it's
real and you see it on his face, and you're like, he's like, yeah, sir, yeah, we'll do it your way. And he's like, what the fuck is going on?
But that's how these
Yeah.
people in these higher up positions are, like.
And then and then everything went to shit.
Yeah.
And then he starts blaming him. It's
Yeah.
like, it was your fucking idea.
Yeah.
You're the one, like, he literally was forcing him, the general was forcing him to, like, go against the other guy's idea to his idea.
Yeah.
And now you're blaming him for your fucking decision, yo, fuck you. You don't deserve your job.
Yeah. I'd be an asshole.
Oh my god.
I'd be like, nope, sorry, I'm not taking the blame for your garbage. I refuse. And I know you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I don't take shit. Well, actually I do, but like
You're bad.
I'm a pansy.
You're bad.
Anyways.
Yeah. So it was a pretty emotional up and down kind of thing. And like, I'm sorry, Netflix, y'all like made it seem like it was gonna be a fucking comedy with your little clip.
Yeah, the clip that they get stuck in the door for like a second, and you're
But
like,
the whole clip, the whole fucking
Yeah.
clip that they showed, the trailer, teaser, whatever, it was all like, you made it seem like it was gonna be like a
Nope.
comedy, military comedy. Fucking lying ass bastards.
Yeah, let me just say, I didn't read the description before we watched this. It just had my
The
husband in
description
it.
doesn't even
I know, but like I didn't even know anything about the show. I saw the trailer and was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is gonna be like comedy, and like he does comedy sometimes, like just like funny little things.
Yeah.
And then like we go into it, I'm like, okay, shit.
Yeah, the first episode
Shit.
was... First episode, you're like, okay. All right, yeah, kind of funny here. And then you're just kind of like... It kind of goes from... You think it's going to be funny to like, oh, shit, no.
Nope. Very serious, and I think I think Korea is doing a very good job on touching and showing a lot of these mental health aspects.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I hope in the world that we do better and support people with mental health issues that affect them so much, because it's honestly a bitch.
Yeah, everybody... It's easier. It's better here than in most countries.
You know what though? I've been seeing a lot of things that are like 6 to 8 months wait time to get into like any, like, so okay, so we have public health care, and you can do privatized healthcare, where you pay a bit of money and you get shit done faster. And I'll say that I really like Canada because we have the things that we have, but like there's people that are like trying to get mental health help. They're like, I have to wait. Like I went to a psych ward and I tried to admit myself, and they're like, well, no, because you're not a risk to yourself or others. You can go home and wait 6 to 8 months. It's like, well,
That's where you just punch the guy in the face and be like, I'm a risk to you.
well, no, that's when you just take a fucking razor, slit your wrist, and then,
okay.
well,
Why?
because
Go
you have
that
to take
extreme.
it to the extreme to get
You
help.
don't need to. You just jump the guy.
It's not gonna get anything except you friggin' being put in jail for assault.
No, because you're just like, you just told him,
Okay, anyways.
I need to be admitted, and he's telling you no, and then you jump him, and then you be like, yes, okay, yeah, put her in the fucking cell. Like,
I don't know if that's how it works here.
I'm just saying, we have it better than other countries that don't have a fucking mental health,
Yes.
public health shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, I'll take that as a win for Canada, but not like a win-win. More like a...
I think we could improve it.
Oh, fucking right we can.
Just talk to some people with mental health issues and take their suggestions, you know?
Who?
Kids, teens.
Who's gonna take the suggestion?
Well, I'm just saying politicians,
Oh,
you know?
shit, okay.
Or like,
Yeah, because they care what we think.
no, they don't. But
Of course.
anyways,
Okay,
okay.
that's it.
We love you.
That's all I got.
Sorry we ranted a lot.
And yeah, more nattier than me, but you know, that happens.
A lot of issues in this show, okay?
There was and it was only 6 episodes. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah.
So much to fucking, so much compact in like 6 episodes. Like,
And like,
I don't know if I want to watch more. If there would have been more, I don't think I can do it.
they could essentially make a second season of like
Someone
him
trying to find him.
Yeah, being the deserter and his friend or his partner trying to find
look for
him.
And he leaves and it comes to Canada and he's actually living in our house.
Yes, please.
But you move back in with your parents.
Well, that's rude. Why would I move back in with my parents? He's here.
That's why.
No. Okay. Anyways, we love you. Have a good day.
Love you. Take care.
Bye.
See you soon.